watching your baby, you would have a camera on them, I would think. I would. And, we're smarter. We are much smarter than they were back then. We have all this information that we know. Um, and I think we have a lot more knowledge about the development of babies and how, their cries can tell us. I mean, they use that cry to communicate. So their cries can tell us if they're hungry, if they're wet, if they're scared, if they're hurt. I mean, a mother typically can tune in and tell you what what cry is that child, making at the time and what that child needs. And I'm sure this, specifically Oppenheimer, because they don't really talk about many of the other families, but Oppenheimer was where, everything kind of exploded. She knew, she was concerned about that child. She heard the cries and she couldn't figure out why they weren't being, relieved by the little girl. So she rushed, back to the house and took care of the baby until the baby calmed down and then left and went back to the field. So, certainly Ida had opportunity. She was alone with those children quite a bit. Um, and unfortunately, for whatever reason, she says it was because they were crying and that they, kind of got on her nerves. But it's really hard to think that that would be the only reason. Because, you could argue that that was maybe a crime of passion. You just snapped and killed somebody. Happens all the time. But not in this case. So Ida Schnell, of course, she is the last one that we're going to cover in our series of juvenile serial killers. And our next episode is going to be, we're going to cover this, I think it's a dissertation. I'm calling it a dissertation. It may be a capstone. But a really good article that I found published by a graduate student. And, there's a lot of information in it. Most that we know, certainly, but there's some new things too for me that were just really eye-opening, very interesting. So we're going to cover that the next time. You can look for, I usually do a TikTok or a Facebook video just to announce what the next thing is going to be. So when you see that, it's going to be in that either the same day or the day after. Typically, once a week is when I try to publish. So I hope you're looking forward to that. I know I am. And again, as always, if you have thoughts or questions, you can reach me at drkimberlycassidy89 @gmail.com. Have a great day.